My name is Pastor G. Once again, I am here because of Mercy Pass. Yay! Mercy Pass, Mercy Pass, Mercy Pass. Now I have already given the second house. Glory to God for Mr. David. Mr. David, I have never come across such a needy home before. I know I have said this before, but this one was wow. So one day I was giving food to some people because I think this is the third season when it has not rained in Eastern region. So I was just going about the business of giving food. And when I gave the packages which I had, they got finished. And I was approached to give somebody food. And I said, but the packages have gotten finished. And I was told there's a man who has been standing at the shopping center from morning. Now it is at 4. And when he was asked why he's still standing there, he said somebody had his 60 bob, and he was waiting for that money to buy for his children food. So out of mercy, I just decided to buy for him a pack of Mercy Pass. And then when he was given, he said, for sure you people, you are like an angel. Then somebody who knew him, he said, if you can really see where that man lives, you will not even talk about the pack which he has gotten for food. And that's how I came to know Mr. David. And for sure, I kept on hearing that from not one person, the second one, and the third. So when we were going to see Mr. David's place, we had to leave the car somewhere, walk. We didn't know how far we will walk, but at the end we came to Mr. David's home. When we arrived there, we were given 2 plastic chairs and another wooden chair. Then in my mind, I looked at I can't call it a house because this was not a house. For sure it was not a house. I looked at the place where they were sleeping. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. Only 4 sticks, and they were covered with clothes and a nylon paper. You could see where they sleep while you are outside because there was no door. And then the space of even the sticks were so small. So me, I could not understand how 7 people can sleep in those sticks. David has 6 children, 3 girls and 3 boys. I came to understand later he wasn't even sleeping at night. He used to sit down until it is morning because 3 boys used to sleep in one of the sticks and the girls the other sticks. And they were so small and there was no mattress, only few clothes. And there was also a child who was in high school and I was like, even how can this child ever pass in school? They have no place to sleep. There was only, I think, 2 sufurias. And then I looked at the level of poverty in that home and my heart was really bleeding. And then it was towards April and I was thinking, okay, the rains of April are about to pour. How will these people even protect themselves from the rains? And there I just told God, God, do something. Because this is not something which we have planned. It really needs a very urgent action. Then we went back home, discussing about the home. We didn't know what to do. But while we were on the way, I told Fortune, Fortune, do you know, me, I am so sure the chairs which we were given, they were borrowed. Because I'm sure this, if you look at the home, this man cannot even afford those plastic chairs. So I told her, this is what we will do. We will go back again without telling him, because now we have known the way. And that is exactly what we did. We took time and we went back. Then when we went back, they didn't know we were coming. So we found them in their real situation. They didn't have any chair to give us. I asked Mr. David, where are the chairs? And he told me faithfully he had borrowed those 2 chairs, which he gave us the first time. Thank God to HGC, people who are full of love. I was given 7 chairs. Even now they are written HGC. We took to Mr. David. We also took to him some water jerry cans for 20 liters and small ones for 10 liters. And now we started the journey by faith. By faith. I'm telling you, if I have ever done something by faith, this one was totally by faith. Because I didn't even check how much, whether it was 20,000 or 10 or 5. I didn't even check. I knew with God, He has said, when I was naked, you came to see me. And I said with that symbol first, God, I am ready to go and cover the nakedness of Mr. David and the children. So I drew the house. It was funny because we just needed a very simple structure of taking that family out of that, I can't call it a house. I don't know what to call it. That covering. HGC people, you are so wonderful. Even before I knew it, you started asking me, we are hearing that there's a house you are drawing, so when are you starting? And I told you I've started, and you came in like a flood with 1,000, 2,500. I'm telling you, with that money, we managed to start the house. Mr. David is such a hardworking man. When I told him we are coming in to build for him, he also said that, because we decided to do with the local stones, he said he will collect the stones because the stones are all over around his compound. So he decided he will provide us with the stones, and then the children will be fetching the water. We thank God for such a hardworking family. So what we came in was to bring the fundis, and we bought cement. We also bought iron sheets, the timber, and another material which was needed. But I am so grateful to see a family who were willing also to participate. And then we kicked off the building, and all of us came in the way we could, with what we could, and the house, we completed the house very nicely. Now they have a house. Thank God for some of the partners who gave Mr. David extra sufuria and cups. Also, we got chairs. Now the house has chairs. We also got them beds, mattresses, and sheets. The children are really sleeping well. More, we also sponsored for him 2 children. There was 2 who had finished class 8. Mercy was the first girl who had finished class 8, 2019, and she had never gone to high school. So we took her to a technical school. Now she's doing a wonderful job. She's learning how to plait hair and do beauty. And then there's the other one, Mwelu, who has gone to Form 1. For now, because that is all what we can do, maybe in future, while she's in Form 3 or 4, we can take her to a boarding school if there are school boards, but for now, she's a day scholar. We are thanking God for what we have seen in this home of Mr. David. God has just come like a flood. And I remember while we were just doing the house, Pastor Charles came to see Mr. David, and even Mr. David gave his life to Christ. That was the most wonderful thing.
Wacha nianje na jina langu. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Dave Kidhuku. Ile full name tuseme hivi. Na nashukuru sana kwa kuona hapa kwangu nimesalimiwa ni dada zangu hao wote wako hapa na ndugu zangu wale wamekuja hapa wote. Na hiyo sema ni kuonyesha Mungu ananipenda. Shauri kuna mtu leo hata mwezi, hata wacha mwezi, mwaka huu anjaona kwake watu kama hao. Si hivyo? Kwa hivyo mimi nashukuru na sana. Naomba sana muwe na hiyo roho ya Yesu. Na ile ajabu ya kwamba mimi nilikuwa mang'aa sana. Sibishi. Lakini hao familia yangu walikuwa wana Kristo. Watoto mama yao, lakini mama yao hayuko karibu. Lakini mimi nilikuwa sitaki maana, nilikuwa sitaki kujua maana ya kanisa ni nini. Hata ukiniambia ati kule kanisa ni kule Yesu, sijui. Lakini Yesu akakaribia siku moja. Amen. Huyu pastor wangu akaletwa hapa ni pastor. Lakini siku hiyo sijui mang'aa alienda wapi. Hata mimi ndio nimwambia pastor mimi nataka maombi. Mimi mwenyewe. Na tukaomba akiwa anamaanisha tunaomba. Na mimi nikaona kweli pastor ameniombea, hata amenipeleka kwa Mungu. Ukweli. Na kutoka siku hiyo mimi naongea nikiongopa Mungu, siongopi mtu. Nyinyi siwezi nikamuongopa, lakini niongope Mungu. Si ndio? Na unajua kutanganyana kitu kibaya. Sitanganyi mtu, na sitanganyi Mungu. Sikangu pastor tuliongea na yeye akaniombea. Niliona mambo imepandika. Amen. Na vile imepandika, sijawahi kuona moja inarudi nyuma. Naona yote ikiendelea na kupandika tu. Na mimi ile neno iko kwa akili tunaendelea naye tu. Na mimi naweza kuomba sasa. Mkienda hivi, tukiachana hapa, mkiona mtu mwingine alikuwa anakaa kama mimi vile nilikuwa. Jaribu sana huyo mtu mkaribisheni. Atoke kwa giza. Naona sasa. Na kile kitu nimegundua kutoka siku hiyo, hakuna mtu ameingia kwa Mungu anakufa akiwa maskini. Hakuna. Lakini mtu akiwa sasa anakaa pale. Unajua sasa uwerevu ni kitu kibaya sana, uwerevu wa ujinga. Unaona sasa wewe kama unaenda mbele na unarudi nyuma. Utakuja kutwa ni sijui kifo, sijui nini. Hata waache watoto wako, familia yako ukiwa tu, wewe ni maskini tu. Mimi najua baada ya mwaka mmoja huyu na huyu mwingine itakuwa tajiri. Mimi najua hapa stoki. Ile gate itakuja ngari yangu kama ile. Amen. Na kwa hivyo nashukuru hawa marafiki wangu wote. Na mkiondoka hapa msisahau nikuje kutembelea. Amen.
I'm thanking God because some of our partners, even those who came in to give me some materials, are not of our church, Avestas Global Church. Some of them are your brothers and sisters, and they came in and gave us some materials, and we are so thankful to them. And also I want to thank God for partners who came in and prayed for us. Others, they gave us money even from 200 to 500 to 1,000 to 10,000 to 20,000. We are so grateful for those who came in and gave us something. We feel loved as we also extend the love to the needy people. So I really appreciate even the love you have for me, the way you trust me even before I tell you where I am going. You just come in and start the work with me. God bless you. May each and every one of you experience God's love in their home, in their families, and everywhere.